Baby, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but the only issue that they had with you in the long run and just all together was the fact that you read them to filth. You heard that right. You read them to filth. Like when you walk into a room, baby, you're reading the room. I'm one of these people, if I walk into a room, you're not going to hear me talking. You're not going to hear me conversing with many people. I'm reading everybody and every chance I get. And not being quiet because then a lot of people like to be like, oh, you're not outgoing. I seen you in person. You was quiet, baby, because I don't fuck with you like that. We don't fuck with you like that. And that's honestly the reason why. And they didn't like the fact that you got into these rooms and they really had nothing to say about you. I would have been honest because baby, you walked in there, you did your thing, you showed out, you always did your part. Matter of fact, you overdid your part. You know, some people, we have such good work ethic and we are passionate about everything we do because we're raised like, you know, like if you're gonna do something, do it the right way. My granddad would always tell me like, you never do something half-ass. So when you walk into a room, you're passionate, you're doing your thing. There's nothing they can really say about you realistically, but don't make up shit because you're delusional. You get, again, when people can't make you look like a bad person, they can't make you look lazy, they can't make you look like a liar, they can't make you look like any of these things. They'll just start coming up with shit, making it up. Because again, anything to keep people from realizing that they're reading you to filth, and anything that they do say about you is a truth. Because again, the reading you to filth thing is real. A lot of times people think they're getting away with the intention behind the action, and I think that's what saves them from the karma coming from the intention behind the action. But baby, people who read, people who don't lack discernment, people who are one with their discernment, baby, they read you to filth. Because they know when meeting you, something's already off. Something on that clock is not taken correctly. There's a mark that's being missed, you know. The elevator's going up, but it's not hitting the top floor. Or the lights are on, but nobody's home. Like, we read this to filth when we enter a room. And they didn't like that, baby, because again, anytime you open your mouth pertaining to people's true character and who they really were and the things they were doing, it started waking people up like, oh, this is really what's going on. Like, we thought at first she was talking, maybe trying to make the situation fit whatever narrative works in her favor. And now we're seeing that, like, she was really concerned and that this is really what was going on. And that's what they were trying to avoid, people from seeing you in that light. And that's why they started just making up whatever. And in this season, you read them to filth and you stopped anything that they had going on behind closed doors. Because, baby, you started telling the truth. Clock it. You started telling the truth. People started watching closer, more closely, and they started seeing like, dang, this girl really did read them to filth, and dang, this girl was never lying. This guy was really telling us the truth the whole entire time, and he wasn't trying to spin a narrative that just went in his favor, you know. And again, it's easy to get caught up in a web of lies when people are trying to spin narratives again to fit whatever motives they have going on. But for you, this really wasn't the situation. It just was a situation of a good person with credibility having to be questioned until they were cleared due to the fact that this isn't the first time people like this have used this tactic, and now they're questioning everybody. And of course, everything done in the dark comes to light, but it didn't come easy because of the fact that you weren't willing to lie or scheme to show the truth. You were just ready for the truth to reveal itself, and it is however long it took us, however long it took, baby. It wasn't no pressure about nothing. Because who are you? Fuck it.